Big week across the board for UCSD and the Tritons athletics programs as it was a mix of statement wins, a couple of tough losses, and momentum swings as postseason play creeps closer. Let's start with men's basketball. They have made the Big West Conference a little bit more shaky with a huge win at the Brent Event Center, taking down UC Irvine 71-69 as freshman Hudson Mays hit a game winner with 13 seconds left to knock off first place UC Irvine. Huge win for UCSD, really putting a wrench in the standings of the Big West Conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you're up to 19-9. You're 9-7 in Big West play, and you clinch a spot in the Big West Championship in Henderson. So this was also win number 100 for them as a Division One program, which is a major, major milestone. So congratulations to everyone with the basketball program.
Yeah, Tritons jumped out early. They hit threes. They dominated the glass. They built a 13-0 run. Irvine responded as good teams do, but UCSD closed the deal. That's the key. They executed late. Mays finished with 17 and 8 boards. Alex Chaikin added 15, and the team continues to show that it can win away from home. 11 road wins now. And the takeaway is it's not just a competitive program at D1 anymore. They're starting to turn into a dangerous program. It's going to take a little bit more time, especially with the new coach at UCSD and where everything lands up. But first step in this season for the basketball team is always make the Big West tournament, because not every school makes the Big West tournament in the conference. That's check number one. Number two, try to make a run to get yourself back in the NCAA tournament after winning the Big West tournament last year. As for women's basketball, first time that they lost, right, in a long time. They fall to Irvine 70-68 at home at Lion Tree Arena. And this one obviously stings because UCSD led for over 27 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. They shot better from the field. They dominated in the paint, fast break points, assists, almost every single category. They lost it on the free throw line, though. Irvine, 35 free throws. UC San Diego, only 14. And that was your major difference in the game over the weekend.
Yeah, Michaela Rose had 16 points for UCSD. Aaron Condren posted yet another double-double. They did well enough to win, except they didn't get a couple of plays to go their way, and they couldn't overcome the free throw disparity. And that was the big factor right there as they lose by 2. The women are still 18-8, 13-3 in conference play, still in a great position. But if games are going to be this tight in March, can they survive that kind of gap at the free throw line? But they have to find ways to get themselves to the free throw line too. I mean, some of it can be, we're not getting the calls that we want, but also playing the style of game, you've got to get yourself to the free throw line sometimes, especially in basketball. As for baseball, Frank, a couple of missed opportunities for Eric Newman and his crew. On the diamond, they drop a 5-2 decision to Western Michigan to close out the Tony Gwynn Legacy Series. Gabe Camacho continues to swing it well. 3rd homer of the season. Pitching wasn't bad either. Nathan Reese struck out 7, but they stranded 10 runners.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that we've seen downtown quite a bit, especially last year, stranding runners on base. They also had, if I can go back and see here, they also had a couple of close losses to, oh, darn it.
They beat Creighton on Friday 8-7. That was a thrilling game. Yeah. And then they had a close loss on Saturday. I think it was against Omaha, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that would have been.
They lost to Omaha close. But they got the win against UCLA early in the season. They're going to continue to play good teams. I mean, USD is high in the RPI right now with the start that they have had. It's going to be a good game on Tuesday at Triton Ballpark at 6 o'clock. I'll have the call on USDToreros.com. Of course, you can watch the game on ESPN+. But they're 2-4. They're competitive. They're not finishing innings, and now they head into a tough road stretch with the Toreros. And then a tough stretch coming up. But after they host USD, they got to go to Lafayette to take on the Ragin' Cajuns, which is not that's no easy venture. And they also got to take on Cincinnati, who's off to a pretty good start in Big 12 as a Big 12 member in baseball. So they did well against Cincinnati last year. They're going to be able to do it on the road. We'll see if they can replicate it. As for softball, offensive firepower, but defensive gaps. Softball dropped 2 at the Mary Nutter Classic, 7-6 to Seattle, 10-3 to Rutgers. Offense showed life, multiple home runs, 11 hits in one game, but the 5th inning against Rutgers blew things open. 7 runs in 1 frame.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they've dropped 5 straight, and a little bit concerning here. When you hit and still lose, that usually means situational pitching and or defensive lapses, and that really has to get cleaned up if you want to make a run.
Big picture for UCSD to wrap up this week's update. Men's basketball starting to peak at the right time. Women's basketball right there, but learning how thin the margin is. Baseball is close, but close doesn't show up in the win column. And softball needs to stop the bleeding before it comes a trend on the season. And that's a look at what's going on over in La Jolla at UCSD for our UCSD update.